Hi, I know you clicked. I'm back. Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. By the way, I'm sad to report, I don't know if you heard about this anyway, the death of WWE Hall of Famer Jack Briscoe today. Briscoe passed away earlier this morning at the age of 68. He underwent a triple heart bypass surgery a few weeks ago and had been resting at a rehab center. I haven't really got anything else as of 3:30 this afternoon, but anything else I find on that, I'll let you know. WWE Hall of Famer, also the Iron Sheik of all things, was at the 52nd Grammy Awards last night. Whew, good thing they didn't let a mic anywhere around him. We'd all been edited out. It's been announced today that WWE's WrestleMania 27 is going to be held Sunday, April 3rd, 2011 at the Georgia Dome, Atlanta, Georgia. And also, Raw, the night after WrestleMania 26 this year, is expected to be a 3-hour Raw. ESPN, they featured an interview up with Raw superstar MVP. He talks at length about his feud with The Miz. MVP says he's known The Miz since their early days in training at the now defunct Deep South Wrestling, which is actually kind of like OVW. I mean, well, OVW and FCW right now, but used to be Deep South. I think it was in Georgia, come to think of. Anyway, he thinks that the two will be headlining WWE shows in years to come. And to update a story about WWE all overhauling ECW brand in the next few months. The latest that big changes are planned, but won't be taking place till really after WrestleMania, I guess, this year. While many ideas have been tossed around, the most likely scenario is that ECW letters will be dropped and the show will be rebranded, featuring mostly younger superstars. Sci-fi executives have been pushing for WWE to incorporate such themes as science fiction and conspiracies. I don't know about that, but that's their kind of station. But well, at least we're not on the Food Channel, or it'd have all fat wrestlers on there, I guess. By the way, I think WWE should, on that station, I don't care what you call it, but take the newer wrestlers from FCW, OVW, put them in there and let them compete. I don't care if the best out of 7, however you want to do it, but the winner won't get an ECW belt or whatever that function is going to be called. What they do, they win a chance to go to Raw, or they get a chance to go over to SmackDown, but they have to work their way to get over to the major brands. That's my opinion, but what do I know? I'm sitting here talking to a camera, and hopefully you're watching. WWE, by the way, for 2010 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is going to be released, looks like March 23rd. FYE stores are offering a free poster with a purchase of WWE's John Morrison DVD that's coming out on February 20th. WWE's planning to release the Best of Raw 2009 DVD on Blu-ray, by the way, in Canada. But for some reason that was canceled, and 2010 Royal Rumble pay-per-view is going to be released on Blu-ray instead. Several names including Vince McMahon, John Cena, Big Show, Batista, Mark Henry, Kelly were all in attendance for WrestleMania press conference in Atlanta this morning, advertising where they're having next year's WrestleMania. Atlanta Falcons president Rich McKay and Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed were also among the people who showed up. Alright, let me see. Let me get on down here to where was I at? Oh, by the way, remember M&M tag team with Morrison and Joey Mercury. Anyway, he's set to return to World Wrestling Entertainment, rumors has it. Mercury, he was released in 2007 and retired in 2008, reportedly due to injury issues. He was slated to be on SmackDown, but where his former tag team partner John Morrison also is wrestling. But remember, he got hit in the nose bad with the ladder, and I think he ended up not really getting through on the wellness policy very good. Bobby Lashley had this to say. last week I attended a Strikeforce MMA media workout event, hyping the promotion's live event in Miami over the weekend. And at the media event, I was able to conduct a 9-minute interview with TNA star and Strikeforce heavyweight champion Bobby Lashley. This is one of the interviewers saying this, by the way. Anyway, Lashley won his fight against Wes Sims at the event, and during the interview, co-worker asked Lashley about training for the fight, and his opponent said it would be days before the event, and his sparring partner and training regime in preparation for the fight was Wes Sims this Saturday. I don't know what. That just didn't make any sense to me, to have a sparring partner of the person you're going to fight. That didn't, I don't know. But anyway, MMA he said, will influence pro wrestling, and how crossover stars such as himself will help evolve into a different direction, and conversely, how pro wrestling will influence MMA by incorporating some of the show business and promotional aspects that have kept wrestling so popular, which MMA star fighters can see getting into pro wrestling after. So anyway, it's going to be kind of intermingling, I guess. And Shane McMahon's love for MMA and the idea of him working with Strikeforce and UFC will just help things. Which, yeah. Sources say that Shawn Michaels is not the biggest fan of CM Punk's Savior storyline on SmackDown, and I'm not either, man. You talk about the good old fast forward button. I get tired of hearing the preaching. If I wanted to hear that, I'd stay home with the old lady. At press time, sources are unclear that whether The Rock's recent interview comments about not wanting to wrestle with John Cena were honest or a fun way to plant seeds for an inevitable future match. And regarding his plans, word is that he's still going to be involved in the short-term angle at WrestleMania when SummerSlam rolls around in August. How much time have I got left? Can't really see. 7 minutes looks like. Several subscribers to DirecTV reported technical problems at last night's Royal Rumble pay-per-view. After the camera stopped rolling last night at the Royal Rumble in Atlanta, Edge was in the ring for about another 10 minutes with loud welcome back chants from the crowd. And there was no announcement made to the crowd about Atlanta, going to be hosting WrestleMania 27. Kind of thought that was odd. But let me know on the comment part down below here, if you got to see Royal Rumble. Let me know what the bad part was, what's the good part, what you thought about the whole show. Was it a good one? Was it a bad one? Because a lot of people look at the web, the YouTubes, and if they get the comments off of there, somebody higher up maybe they'll change. You could do some good and change outlook on certain things. What we got now? 8 minutes or so. Let's see. WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hart is confirmed on his Facebook that he's going to be at tonight's Raw. Tonight's Raw takes place in Nashville, Tennessee at the Summit Center. Confirmed for tonight's show is William Shatner also, which Jared the King's in love with him. Hart confronts Vince McMahon, and we got Maurice versus Gail Kim to crown the new Diva champion. I better get the heck off here. I'm going to run over my 10-minute thing. Hey, thanks for clicking. I gotta go.